Being serious isn't always easy. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Riverdale bloopers.
Nailed it.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at the goofiest slip-ups that happened behind the scenes of this teen drama. We're basing our choices on a mix of klutzy mistakes, word flubs, and funny unscripted moments that show us how wacky the cast can be. Number 10. I have a theory. As the gang are discussing another case of Pops, Jughead very dramatically says, "I have a theory." All the mystique is taken out of the moment, however, as Cole Sprouse looks to the crew and asks, "What's the theory?"
I have a theory. What's the theory?
While messing up lines is ridiculously common, Cole's attempt to play it off is seriously funny. Sprouse completely breaks character when he realizes his mistake too, which causes everyone else to start laughing.
Relax, Betty. I'm sure they're just here to enjoy Pop's world-class burgers and service. Just like me.
Ugh.
His silly smile is all the more hilarious, given how gritty Cole's initial delivery is. Whether Sprouse was going for a cheap laugh or not, this snappy line has us in stitches. Number 9. KJ Appa's bad goofing off. During one of the many cafeteria scenes in Riverdale, KJ Appa, who plays Archie, decides to mess around and hold Casey Cott's hand. While the moment is certainly worth a few smirks, the cast mostly hold their composure for a moment.
KJ, you have a line after that.
Do I?
But when a crew member shouts, "KJ, you have a line after that," Appa breaks and says, "Do I?" right back at them. Between the yells and KJ's New Zealand accent, everyone starts giggling. Lili Reinhart and Camila Mendes try to give Appa his line, but he still doesn't remember it.
Epic.
No. It's gonna be epic.
Number 8. Who invited the horse? In the middle of a party scene, things get so out of control that a man walks by wearing a horse mask.
Oh, Betty just texted me they're almost here. You've met Joaquin, right?
I haven't had the pleasure.
Kevin, Veronica, and Joaquin all look utterly confused and almost disgusted for a moment. Though the cast hold it together at first, they can barely help themselves when Casey Cott asks, "Was that a horse mask?"
Is that a horse mask?
Whether it's Cott's face or the question itself, you can actually hear people laughing in the background as he talks.
Oh, it's Kevin. Happy birthday, bud. This is my boyfriend, Joaquin.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Between the awkward lack of music and Kevin's genuine look of shock, it's a wonder Rob Rako keeps a mostly straight face. Number 7. Luke Perry scares Marisol Nicols. When Hermione finds a snake delivered by the Southside Serpents, Fred comes over to help her deal with it. As Luke Perry and Marisol Nicols are shooting a talking scene at Pops afterwards, Perry starts shouting out of nowhere. Marisol screams right back at him when she sees the prop snake coming out of his coat. Nicols is falling into her booth by the time Luke starts laughing and apologizing. The crew are audibly groaning at the prank as well, rather than just giggling along.
Why didn't you call the cops or animal control services?
It was a message.
Considering they allegedly had a real snake on set too, Marisol's fear was more than warranted. It's this kind of sense of humor the cast will be sure to miss. Number 6. Nana Rose's phone call. The Blossoms finally leave Nana Rose alone for a minute, so she crawls out of her wheelchair to warn Tony about Cheryl.
Hello?
She's not far away.
Who is this?
Cheryl, she's nearby.
The whole scene is grueling and painful to watch, and exemplifies just how far Rose will go to help out her granddaughter.
Nina Rose? Nina Rose, where is she?
With the sisters.
Barbara Wallace surprises us, however, by picking up the phone and asking for Eggs Benedict, like she's calling for room service.
I'd like to order Eggs Benedict, please.
The utter drama of the scene adds to Wallace's gag. Barbara shows viewers that even the older cast members have a good sense of humor. Number 5. Camila Mendes' scarf cracks Madelaine Petsch up. During a nighttime scene in a carriage, Veronica and Cheryl plot to work together despite their shared animosity. Things derail quickly, however, when Camila Mendes' scarf tumbles on her head and covers up half of her face. When Camila seems perturbed at first, she smiles and then cracks up when she realizes what's happening. Madelaine Petsch tries to ignore it, but Mendes struggles for so long that it's hard not to laugh.
As if they don't always. Desperate times call for desperate and somewhat tragic measures.
All of Cheryl's typically theatrical dialogue sounds hilarious as Petsch tries to power through the moment. With both actresses attempting to keep this scene going in spite of the issues, it becomes a more entertaining mess to watch.
Never cross a lodge.
Number 4. Lili Reinhart keeps Casey Cott in check.
What if Polly's really hurt? What if whoever killed Jason's coming after her next?
Ahead of a take in Riverdale High, Casey Cott holds up shooting with his giddy and uncontrollable laughter.
Seconded. We can talk to my dad together about how he has to be discreet.
Lili leans over to grab some food and turns to Cott like a parent to say, "Calm down." The move just makes Casey laugh more and sends the crew into their own fit of chuckles.
Calm down.
The whole moment comes off as even more hilarious thanks to the smug smile Reinhart delivers as she says it. Camila Mendes can barely contain herself and nearly spits out her coffee in the process. Number 3. All the try-agains and flubs.
Give me that one more time.
The crazy dialogue on Riverdale causes a lot of retakes, which can occasionally send the whole cast howling. The older actors get comically frustrated at themselves while Lili Reinhart always smirks until she asks to try again.
Let's try again.
Should we do that again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Let me do that again.
Let me take that again.
The actors seem painfully aware of their errors, however, and will often make the call before the director does. Madelaine Petsch curses out her co-stars and occasionally uses gibberish to help herself recover.
And?
Slap you.
Imagine Amick takes this trick one step further and rewinds herself all the way out the door in one bedroom scene. If none of these get you laughing, seeing the serious Principal Weatherby lose his cool definitely will. Number 2. When Cole Sprouse can't blow out his candles.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
A scene for Jughead's birthday calls on him to blow out all his candles towards the camera. Cole Sprouse blows for what feels like forever to clear all the flames, but a few candles manage to stay burning.
Blow out the candles. Make a wish.
I wish it were just the two of us right now.
One crew member lets out a disheartened sigh when they notice, before more people start giggling in the background. Sprouse is so upset with himself that he looks at the camera and makes a cartoonish frown in response. Lili tops it all off by comparing Cole's face to the "I am disappoint" meme.
Disappoint.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
We will rate 20. We will rate 20.
Playing at the dance, so. You okay?
Yeah. Yes, definitely. I will.
Documentary following our high school production of Carrie.
The door.
Number 1. Every time KJ Appa trips. While many cast members mess up their lines, KJ Appa can barely walk around set without falling.
And reset it.
Appa tumbles upstairs and down, and trips getting on and off seats. One chair scene in the musical episode of Riverdale sees KJ knocking himself over as he tries to sing. Despite skidding perfectly in one biking shot, Appa also gets stuck trying to dismount the very same bike. Co-stars like Haley Law have ruined their own takes this way though, while Amick and Reinhart have slipped in the same kitchen fight.
See? Another one down.
It's so common for KJ to stumble, however, that cast members make fun of him for barely walking through a doorway unscathed. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.